comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A-game to the table.
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. No good up high. Gets a good read on their opponent. Player one will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. A big drive gauge disparity has opened up, and it wouldn't surprise me if they try to open that gap further. The fighters are matching each other move for move going into the midway point of the match. Uses the fireball to try and establish their pace. Gets the jump in. Connects with medium kick. Oh, burnout triggered. Gets him. Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round two. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. Closing. What's next? Projectile hits them with a stop and pop. Uses their tainted talons are out. Let's see what happens next. Oh wow, look at the damage that did. Fantastic work with that combo. Player two is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Looking for a chance. Medium kick hits. Pressuring with cruel fate. Brushes that off and keeps going. Uses the gauge for a super art. Deadly implication finds the mark. Now they can start the pressure while the opponent is poisoned. All in with a rush. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Odds for the critical art. Bans all three bars to give up one of life's hardest suckers. Take a sip. A lot of pressure building up here. Oh my god, what a throw set! Neither fighter can use their drive move. How will they close out the round? Oh my god, raw super art incoming. Excellent read. That was the highest if I've ever seen one. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Dashes. Strings it all together. Down to the wire. Player two chases them down. Sticks the combo. Punish counter. This could lead to something big. Player two doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Projectile to try and change the situation. Heading into the end game, that KO. Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Nightshade Pulse comes out to play. Jumps up. Brushes that off and keeps going. Full SA meters on deck for both. Looking to impress with this super. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here.
My magnum opus! With that sting!
Player one drops them to half, closing the gap. All in with a rush. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Super art to show off what a PhD and fighters can do for you. Closing it out with a super art finish. Nice and clean. Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves.
Here comes a new challenger.
Give me that drama. Give me that grime. Are y'all ready? It's fight night time.
Poison's on the menu.
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Checks with the projectile. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Goes for the throw. Both fighters are looking for a way to fill up their super art gear. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Projectile to try and change the situation. Knockdown. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Grabs and throws them away. Player one can build. Ooh. Good heads-up decision, opting for the drive impact. Solid trigger on the top. It's a good spot to use the super. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here.
My magnum opus! Did that sting?
Took him to the corner in a flash. There's a change of sides. Player one is dominant. Oh, burnout triggered. Flawless round. They got him so quick.
Aki.
That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
Round one.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Checking their opponent. Goes for the throw. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Player two in that dangerous burnout state. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover? And they're stunned. Are they gonna survive this? With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive gear. KO. Player one on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Dives in with cool faith. He lands a punish counter for the first hit. Very slick with the combo. Throws him. What's next? At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Player, oh, burnout triggered. Gets carried to the corner. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Yo, are they actually dead?
My magnum opus!
Untouchable, impetuous, impregnable, and perfect.
Aki.
That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
Comes a new challenger.
It's time to see what both fighters have in store for us today.
Here's to a fair fight.
Time.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checking their opponents. Misfire with the drive impact. Anticipates the overhead. Difficult situation for a throw. Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. Neither fighter can force the other to give up even an inch. The impact gets blocked. Tries to get a breather with a projectile. Player one in that dangerous burnout state. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover, or are they in trouble? Add a little super juice into this combo for more damage. The super art finds its mark, so they break forward to pressure the opponent. The grab misses. Player 1 in trouble with no drive. Spikes him with Tree Glove. Will they try to finish the round with a drive move? Player 2, experiencing burnout, finishes things off with authority with that big punish counter. Player 1 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Baits them and goes in for the hug. Hold your breath. This is gonna be bad news. Strings it all together. Grabs and throws them away. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range.
Terry. Comes a new challenger.
Give me that drama, give me that grime. Are y'all ready? It's fight night time.
Let us begin. Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Puts one in the pocket. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Almost had it, but he gets blocked. What are they thinking here? Ooh, what's this? There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. That drive impact doesn't get through. All right, what's coming up next? Player one chases him down. Life lead opens up. Knockdown. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Can't tech the throw? Snipes him out the air. Player one on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? The dome. Still very early in the round. Smart play to stop the opponent there. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. That drive impact doesn't get through. Throws him. What's next? Going in? Raises with power win! Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Rushes that off and keeps going. Knocks them into the corner in a hurry. Player's throw tech. Nice counter. Knockout and, oh my, the throw tech. On for the critical art. This is going to hit for a critical art. You gotta imagine that this is not only gonna wreck their life bar, but also their nerves. Player two can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Aim is burn out, but they may have a plan here. We're so close to the end. This is gonna kill. No doubt about it. Big one! What a finish! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Two will come out on top in this final. Hits the drive. Crowns them from above. Connects with the throw. Both fighters look to set things up. All in with a rush. Good heads-up decision, opting for the drive impact. Carried to the corner. This may be bad news. This is gonna hurt. Oh, here we go. Pokes with a kick. Wall flat into the guard break. Not going anywhere. Let's lose the power weight. Nothing stops this train. Punish counter sets the table. Their drive is limited. What's the call now? Player one can't let this simmer. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Ugh, take a seat. All in with a rush. Player one can't use any, no hesitation or regret. Hits him with the NSF dummy. Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it.
Well fought.
Player two has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Cracks the dome. Tries them open with a Shoryuken. Still very early in the round, so they break forward to pressure the opponent. Starts with a jump in. Knockdown. Player two pushes the opponent into the corner. Starts off zoning with fireballs. Throws him. What's next? Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. Throws them to negate the block. So they break forward to pressure the opponent, who was looking for that jump attack. They don't need to go for anything big. Even a light tap could win this round. Jumps up. What's the next move? Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Experiencing burnout. Knockdown and player one has depleted their drive game. Finishes with the throw. Player one with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. Did well to get the buster. Goes for the super art. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Looking to impress with this super. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. Using the super can open up huge chances for you. Player one brushes that off and keeps going. Player two will look to apply pressure here. Oh, what's this? Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Player one will need to use their meter here wisely. There's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. Can they create an opportunity for the impact counter? Oh, that's so sick. No, critical art now? Oh, what is flatline zone? This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. They're using a fireball to force a reaction. Bumps up. Goes to the air. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Both sides getting ready. Looking for a hole. Drops them hard. Shoots their shot. Punish counter on reaction. All in with a rush. Super. That burns out. Oh, here we go. What a read with that anti-air! Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. The throw connects for counter hit damage. Player one with the life lead. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. All right. Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much on drive either. Neither of them willing to back off. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Punish counter. This could lead to something big. Waltzes in there and sweeps them off their feet. And the throw ends the round. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Jumps in. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Holds out with the block. Player one had an impressive round while managing their drive gauge. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. That drive impact doesn't get through. Blocks the impact. Player one can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Super Hearts on deck for both fighters. Oh, what's this? There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Player one in dire straits with burnout. Big throws. Barely blocks the jump in. Brushes that off and keeps going. Uses the target combo as a filler. Manages to block the jump in attack. The fighters return to the middle of the stage. No escaping that. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Nice counter. Let's lose the power weight. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Gotta do better than that. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Reads the jump in perfectly. Medium kick into... What now? The drive impact doesn't work. Anti-air in the clutch. Oh, putting the cherry on top. The Wolf of Southtown is on the hunt and ready to show his face. One man's about to show anyone who runs this town. Okay, here we drop some hard. Player two can't win this without pulling the trigger. Taking chunks out of each punish counter on the action. Flatlines them. Player one gets the win in a convincing fashion. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Connects with the throw. The impact doesn't do anything. Will gain control of the match in the early going. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. A battle of egos on display here as neither fighter wants to give up any ground. Goes for the command grab. All right. That drive impact is blocked. Throw misses. Punishes that ill-timed attack with a drive impact. Very bad choice there. Knockdown. Player two is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Life lead opens up. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Blocks the impact. Charges forward. Player two is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Burnout activates. Each hit is so important here. Just goes for it at this range. Gutsy play with no escaping that. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Who's going to start things off? Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Took him to the corner in a flash. The impact doesn't do anything. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Throws him. What's next? Oh, what's this? Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Ground there, his hit throw connects. knockdown, and both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. A quick breather. Medium kick. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Big throws. The life remaining tells us we're halfway through this match. Backs away. Not about that BFF life range. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Raises with power weight. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be a drops him hard. Medium kick. Hit that with confidence. Get ready to be thrown to the sun. No escaping that. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? They were right to be on guard there. Not shy with the grab. Player 2 has the life lead. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Oh! Sees it coming and blocks it out. The fight continues in the middle of the stage. Taking stock. Sticks the jump in. All right, what's coming up next? Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Takes a trip. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with good heads-up decision, opting for the drive impact. Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Jump. Grabs them. Brushes that off and keeps going. Safely increases their throw level. A quick breather. Super arc on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Blocks it. The throw misses. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Hits them with a stopping bomb. They return to center stage. Uses the gauge for a super arc. Cashes in the 3 bars for right defense. We've never seen Terry fall out like this. They're thinking of scoring big off. Reads the jump-in perfectly. Throws them. Smart play with the throw. Power wave! What are they gonna do? Fires a power wave!
That idea.
Doesn't set the throw. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. This is it. Who did? They were right to be on guard there. Let's lose the power wave. Impact squash. Anti-air in the clutch. Huge chance after that wall spike. Player 2 can't let this smash that off. Oh, burnout. Did they mean to do that? Player 1 bears a burnout. The throw is denied. And they clutch anti-air. Wait, what? Are they actually dead? What? That was enough to kill? Yo, that read was godlike. That was catch as catch can as you're gonna get in a fight. Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Come on! Round 1. Fight!
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Checking their opponent. Misfire with the drive impact. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover, or are they in trouble here? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Neither of them willing to back off here. Taking stock. Hits with the overhead. Sees the overhead coming and blocks it. Picture perfect punish counter. Knockdown. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Reads them. Spikes them with 3 gloves. Player 2 had a hard time managing their drive gauge last round, and I'm sure they're aware that they need to start adapting. Brushes that off and keeps going. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Very slick with the combo. And whiffs! They're wide open! Nails the crack shoot! Player 1 ends the meter, hoping for a good return. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Put them on a t-shirt with that finish. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Here comes a new challenger.
Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going.
Come on, get ready. Hope you're ready. Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? That was a solid anti-air. Almost had it, but he gets blocked. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Pressuring them in the corner. Goes for the throw. Knockdown. Goes in on the impact for nothing. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Taking stock. That drive impact doesn't get through. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Takes a trip. Caught their eye on the air. Heats it up with a combo into super. All right, what's coming up next? KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Somersault kick stops them cold. Hits them with a stop and pop. Checks with a medium kick. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the nice read! Denies them with a somersault kick. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Oh, says no to the impact. From upstairs, smart play to stop the opponent there. Player 1 will look to brush that off and keeps going. Experiencing burnout. Like, oh, burnout triggered. KO. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. That was a solid anti-air. The impact gets blocked. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have into their game plan? Knockdown. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Will that drive impact get punished? Getting into the end game now. It's getting tense. Knockdown. Summit KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Somersault kick. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Brushes that off and keeps going. There, nice read. Denies them with a somersault kick. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Drive gauge gap here. They are absolutely wailing on each other in the middle of the stage. Raises with power wave. Looking for a chance. Checks with a medium kick. Shows a medium kick. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Oh, burnout triggered. Holds it for KO.
Comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Round 1.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. No heavy. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Almost had it, but it gets blocked. The impact gets blocked. Gets a chance with that jump in. All right. Does a good job of pushing back. Throws them to negate the block. Takes a trip. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? The jump in catches them. Grabs them. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Can't tech the throw. Not close enough for the throw. G-Drive brushes that off and keeps going. Gets the combo. Blocks the impact. Time to reassess the situation. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Finishes things off with authority with that big punish counter. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Smart throws them. Nails the crack shoot. There, oh my God, what a throw tech. Oh, what's this? Were they baiting them into that? Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who... The drive impact doesn't work. You've got to be mindful. Reads the jump in perfectly. Anti-air in the clutch. Things are very tense as this exchange. Impact squashed. Player 2 with the lead. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Clutch, anti-air. Ooh, you wow, sat and waited for this opening. Hit that with confidence. Okay, here we go. Excellent block. Jump. More fuel to the fire. Cook them up. The Wolf of Southtown is on the hunt and ready to show his face. My man's about to show everyone who runs this town. The throws. What now? Noticeable life lead is a comeback to Holy. The brain on this fighter to finish game are done. Player 2 comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Zones with the fireball. Anti-air drops him. Combo with the target combo. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Knockdown. All right, they throw them into the corner. They're looking to keep the pressure on and do some damage. Side switch. Now they're on the defensive. They are battling it out tooth and nail here, with no one having a clear advantage yet. That drive impact doesn't get through. Solid combo. Throws them to negate the block. KO. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Goes with a projectile for their opening shot. Throws out a projectile. Still very early in the round. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. The fight continues in the middle of the stage. Okay, they trade hits. Going on the offensive? Reacts to the throw. Fires a power wave! This is the ideal range to utilize the fireball game. Overdrive art. Faces with power wave! Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. Looking for a chance. Expect both fighters to crank it up a bit now that we're halfway through the round. Midway through the round, expect to see our fighters settle into their grooves. The drive impact is denied. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. We're at a standstill, but we may see an eruption soon. Not much movement, but the thinking caps are definitely on. One mistake here is all that's needed to finish the round. Full SA burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to tank. Player 2 has an empty drive here. This is a very precarious situation. Excellent block! Time's almost up. Crowns him from above. No time to waste. Acting the 3 bars for 5 minutes. We've never seen carries fall out like this. Player uses their drive gauge. Closing moments of the match. And whiffs! They're wide open! Player 2 can't let gotta do better than that. Now they can use drive. Impact squash. The Hogarna flatlines them. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Hits the drive. Oh, what's this? There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. While the throw connects. What's next? Two knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. A jump in? What are they gonna do? Jump! Solid anti-air! The Jinrai? Jump! This can lead to some big damage. Throws them. Oh, here we go. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Great job in escaping that corner pressure and moving back to center stage. Connects with the throw. Both sides getting ready. They didn't take the throw. Player one comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Medium kick hits. Grabs him. The low kick connects. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Player two can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Solid combo. Throws them to negate the block. Fantastic reactions there. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Throws them. What's next? Projectile to try and change the situation. Hold your breath. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Oh, burn up KO. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Smart play with the throw. Nice counter. Knockdown and blocks the impact. Player one will look to apply pressure here. Nails the crack shoot. Grabs and throws them away. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. It's a good spot to use the super. Catches in the 3 bars for rising fence. We've never seen Terry fall out like this. Player two is not in a good place health-wise, but with the super art in play, it's still not over. That back throw was huge. Player two can't let this simmer. Opts for the critical art. Player two holding on to that corner advantage. Fireball pressure flatlines them. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Hits the drive. Nice parry. Both players look for something to work with, but neither are getting the opening they want. The match just started. It's anyone's game. Both fighters planet connects with the throw. This is a bad situation to be in. What now? Getting up close and personal. Ooh, what a smart throw. Oh, here we go. Jump. A jump? Oh, snipe. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Oh, they were sitting on their meter for this too. That combo finishes it. I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this.